Hey everyone, and welcome back to this class, Advanced Convolutional Neural Networks. Now that we've reviewed the basic structure of a convolutional neural network, we are ready to take our first leap over to new knowledge. It may surprise you that this is not going to be very hard at all. In fact, if you made it through the review section, you'll be surprised at just how easy this will be. So in this section, we are going to learn about a very popular model called VGG. The name VGG stands for Visual Geometry Group, which is the research group that invented it. So just some history. One of the main benchmarks in image classification is the ImageNet dataset. It's a dataset with millions of images, and every year there is a competition to see what new models can outperform all the others. And so VGG came out and did extremely well in both image localization and image classification. We'll explain image localization in more detail later, but basically the task is to draw a bounding box around the object of interest in an image. So here's the neat thing about VGG. We know that the LeNet architecture is as follows. We have a convolution, followed by pooling, then another convolution, followed by more pooling, then another convolution, followed by more pooling, and then a couple of dense layers. So the awesome thing about VGG is, it's exactly the same, except with different numbers of each component. So the VGG architecture is as follows. And by the way, there are multiple types of VGGs. So the VGG 16 has 16 layers and the VGG 19 has 19 layers. We'll be focusing on VGG 16, but the principles remain the same, so there is no loss of generality. So for VGG 16, we have 2 convolutions followed by pooling, 2 more convolutions followed by pooling, now 3 convolutions followed by pooling. Now repeat the 3 convolutions plus pooling 2 more times, and then we have 3 fully connected layers. So basically, you could build this exact same thing with just the knowledge you have now. The 3 unique components are convolution, pooling, and fully connected, all of which you know how to build. So there are no new components here, just more of the existing components you already know how to build. So that's all well and good, but as you can imagine, if that was all I needed to teach you, then this probably wouldn't be worth talking about in this course. What's actually interesting about VGG is what we can do with it. So if you're unsure about why we'd want to look at VGG in depth, that's what we're going to discuss in the next lecture.